Yes, I can hear you. I could, yes. Yep. No worries at all. I get it. Mm.
I am an idiot. I forgot to unmute my microphone, people. Hi. Hi, Stokey. Hi, Dumpster Fires Gaming, and hi, Killer Kitty. How's everybody doing today? You still there, Kitty?
Yep, I'm here. I'm just waking up, to be honest with you.
That's all right. I was up at about, gosh, what time did I get up? I got up before 7. Yes, Luna. I know, I'm streaming. You have to wait on your adoring fans. So, your Auntie Stokey says hello too. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We're going to do a little bit of everything today. We have some amazing announcements. We have our Sunday shenanigans, and I thought today I'd showcase some of my artwork and arts and crafts. And Killer Kitty here is gonna, kind of talk to me and keep me calm and from going absolutely squirrely, hopefully. So,
Hopefully.
Stokey redeemed Give Luna treats. She just had a licky and a sticky, so let me get her new crunchies. She had to get a new bag because she ran out of the others. Yeah, you got a new bag. Uh-huh. She says, "Thank you, Auntie Stokey." Yeah, she's been spoiled today. Mommy's been not doing so great, but you know what? Keep on trucking on, focus on the positive, upward and onward, and leave that which does not serve us behind, right?
That's right.
So, Kitty, do you want to do the announcement, the amazing thing that we have planned coming up in a couple months?
Um, sure. I would be happy to.
Sorry to put you on the spot, I can do it.
No, it's okay. Um, Ames and I have decided, and we have been working on this behind the scenes. Um, on Halloween, we are having a Halloween raid train
Yep.
of our own.
Yep, it might go
So,
several days depending on how many people are interested. I think at most 3 because we do have quite a few people already interested. But we're going to be
true.
posting in Discord soon and be spreading the word. So if you guys want to join in on our Halloween raid train event, get a hold of us. We'll find time slots and we'll be happy to have you.
Yep. Yeah. Should be a lot of fun.
Oh, I know. I can't wait. I am a Halloween person all year round. You know,
Oh, definitely.
give me pumpkin spice coffee. I'm that basic bitch. You know.
It's all right. So am I. Uh,
Yeah, it just I don't know. It makes me happy, and you know what? If it makes me happy and I'm not hurting anybody, why not? You know?
oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
Just because lots of people like it. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice is delicious.
Yes, it is. Let me tell you, I was wishing this morning I had some of it, and I'm like, dang it, it's out of season. They only let us have it for a few months out of the year, and I want some. So if I wanted to order it through Amazon and I had the funds to do so, I would have been ordering it yesterday. But you know what? I think they do have it on Amazon, but it's like $30 for like 24 pods, and that's just too much.
Oh, yeah, those pods, they add up.
Oh yeah. I mean, we have a recyclable thing, that they take those coffee pods so they can at least be recycled and they're not going into the trash, landfills.
Okay.
So I'm happy about that because a lot of people used to have issue with that, but nope, our recyclable redemption area takes it and they recycle them.
Well, at least that's good. I'm
Yep.
glad.
Holy cow.
We tend to use ours, the refillable kind.
Oh, I want to get some of those. I really do. And it's only like, I think $5 or $6, so maybe next month I'll get myself one. Girl, did you
Yeah, it's
inhale those treats? Like, you're already back here begging for more. I don't think she
they're not
tasted them.
recycled there, Stokey? Huh.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
That sucks. I mean, some of them, like, if you want to spend extra, which is fine, there are ones that even you can plant and they'll grow flowers. I thought that was neat.
No, that is cool, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. So, like I said, I was going to be showcasing some of my work today. Um, like I said, if I squirrel, I apologize, guys. It's one of those days. So,
It's all good.
um,
We'll
go ahead.
stay on track.
We'll try. We'll try. So the first image I'm showing here is the ginormous, crazy Idjit blanket that I have been working on. Look, girl, you're not getting any more. Sorry. She's like really begging. Just because she's had so many today, she thinks she deserves more. But yeah,
Well, set a precedent, Mom.
yeah, I know. Some of my friends that took
Jeez.
care of her while I was gone. She thinks she deserves a whole can of wet cat food rather than, just a
There we
tablespoon out of
go.
it. Yeah, so, yeah, we're dealing with that.
You're spoiled.
Yeah, she
It's
is.
alright.
But, yeah, this is the blanket that I have been working on. It took me 7 months and 20 skeins. It's 12 foot by 9
Wow.
foot. Yeah, she's a biggin'. And yeah, I finished her and she's about 30 pounds. I actually started crocheting when I was little. I've told this story, but I'll tell it again just for those who haven't heard. My great
Mhm.
grandmother Inza grew up in a tiny little highland, no name village in Scotland. And that was how those lady crocheted. So she taught me when I was probably like 4 or 5. And I crocheted that way ever since. Didn't think it was wrong, didn't think I was, but apparently it's very different from how other people crochet. And I find that really interesting. And this summer I hope to learn how to quote unquote crochet the normal way so I can read patterns because I don't know how to read patterns. But they don't tell you 20 skeins, do they? No. No.
Yeah, I
I
thought that was really interesting. I've watched you and what the technique that you use, and I understand why it works. It's just definitely not the traditional way.
no,
But
but
it's really cool that like that it's a family thing.
yeah.
That's
And
it's not
I'm
like you just made it up.
no, and I'm hoping like as I do more arts and crafts and can stream more, I don't have a daughter or a son that I can pass this on to, and so I figure let's even though it's a family tradition and other women have probably taught their family and friends, so I'll be showing people how I crochet, and it's real simple, it's real easy, it's pretty straightforward, but I mean, you can make other things with it. Like I've made shawls and here a picture of a snowman that I did using this similar technique. He's a little, derpy little snowman guy and everything. But
It's so cute. Oh my goodness.
yeah, I had so much fun making them and making the little scarves and the hats and I made a couple different ones. Here's one with he has a little um, mistletoe on his hat and everything. So this is another guy I've done, and it's so much fun to do, and it's really my therapist said because she saw me crocheting during one of our video calls. She's like, "Do you know that crocheting has been scientifically proven to help with anxiety, depression, and stress?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "So you're doing, already doing one thing that can help you with, your mental health issues." She goes, "That's really good." And
Yeah, that's wonderful.
yep. So I was like, "Yay, I'm doing something right for once." So yeah,
Yeah, it
but
makes sense how it would be good for relaxation and everything.
oh, I can zone out and just mellow out and
That's how my mom was with it. I never got good enough where I could just like mellow out with it.
let me tell you,
I felt
I
like I was fighting it the whole time.
it took me a
But
while, but yeah. So
but yeah.
yeah, it took me a while. I can now even sit and watch TV, and I don't even have to pay attention unless I go into the next stitch. I can just sit there and crochet away, glance down, put it into the next stitch, and keep crocheting, and I don't even have to look half the time. So I've actually gotten to that part again because I took a time off from crocheting. So I used to switch pretty decently between. I'm a seasonal crafter, so whatever, like, summertime, I'm obviously not crocheting because that's heavy yarn on your lap. I'm doing stuff that, like diamond painting or jewelry making or something like that, or like this seed bead rose. Um, this is one of the.
This is gorgeous. I mean, wow. Wow,
Yeah.
Ames.
Well,
This
thank
is
you. Stokey says she's still at the watching like a hawk with your crocheting and everything. Yeah, sometimes I have to depending on what I'm doing, but or if it's been a while. But yeah, I'm
it takes
actually
it
um
takes time, Sophie.
yeah
I get it.
I'm actually starting work on a couple more seed bead roses. I have not forgotten you guys who have won stuff from my affiliate anniversary. Just between breaking my leg, toe amputation, and all the doctor's appointments, things kind of got crazy busy and away from me. I plan on hopefully this month starting working on everybody who had won stuff and then getting stuff sent out to you. I have not forgotten you, I promise, and I feel so bad. But
I think it's understandable, Ames. I mean,
yeah,
wow, the shit you've been through.
yeah,
And you're the old, we know you're the type of person that doesn't forget. So,
yeah. This next one is a Native American inspired necklace I made for a friend for his birthday. Um, it's all hand beaded by me, and yeah, he really likes it. He's like, "I'm gonna have to find a special occasion to wear this for," and I'm like, "You don't have to have a special occasion. This is like everyday wear, you know." But he wants to save it for
hmm
something, super special. And let me tell you, these tiny little glass feathers were a pain in the butt to tie on, but I got it.
Oh, they
So,
look like they would be. That's tiny.
yeah, they're teeny tiny. They're almost seed bead size. The holes right here are actually seed bead size, if that tells you how tiny. Um,
Okay, yeah, no wonder.
yeah. So let's see here. Oh, this is a pirate outfit I helped my friend make.
It's
Um,
beautiful though. I mean, it's really beautiful.
oh, thank
I'm
you.
sorry, I was like looking at the details.
That's all right. He wanted a Johnny Depp, Captain Jack Sparrow themed one, but he wanted it in his own style. Now, mind you, I don't use patterns in sewing either. I see in my head how it's supposed to be sewn together, and I just do it. I can't explain it. That's just my brain works that way. So here he comes with a pattern and a whole bunch of fabric, and he's like, "Can you help me?" And I'm like, yeah, but you're gonna have to help me too." Leaves it all with me and does maybe 2 hours work through the whole thing. But we got it.
Really, like,
We got it done, and he loved it and was so proud of it. And he still has parts of the outfit, but people have borrowed like the shirt and got stains on it, and it was left in somebody's trunk with greasy stuff. And we're gonna have to make him another top. But
gotcha, yeah.
this was made well over. Oh my gosh, it's almost been 20 years. If that tells you anything. This was in my apartment when I lived downtown, closer to
Oh, okay.
closer to the city. Right now, I'm kind of not quite Redneckville. If you go about 2 minutes away it's Redneckville, but I'm still kind of in the center of a lot of stuff. So, and this is a resin skull. I do, I'm going to get back into it, making resin skulls for our veterans to say thank you. It's in the red, white, and blue, our American flag, and just kind of saying, hey, thank you for your service. We appreciate you. I've done it for
Oh,
our,
that's really neat.
yep, I've done it for a couple of veterans so far, and they just absolutely love them. So they're like, you need to do more. And I'm like, okay, I will.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's really cool,
yeah.
Ames. I didn't even know about this one.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's been a while. All right, we're moving on. This is when I was making Ren Fair dresses and LARP stuff. And this is
Ooh,
actually a costume I made for myself for the autumn equinox. I have to take it in because I have since lost a whole bunch of weight. So I've got to mend, not mend it, but alter it. And I don't know, let me double check and see if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Yeah. You can see how it's, what is it called? Ombre or whatever it is. Where it
mm-hmm.
goes from the
Yeah,
light down all the way down into the dark. And
yeah,
it's one of my
it's gorgeous.
favorite dresses I have made. And that's the necklace here that I made to go with it, which I need to find. I've moved a couple of times, and you know how things like to walk.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, but
I've moved quite a few times, I understand.
yeah. So this is the top.
That is really beautiful outfit. Man, that is gorgeous.
And then there's the bottom. I had to tie up the bottom because I made it a little long, but I thought that was kind of cool. And then there's a train effect in the back. So
Okay, yeah, that's really cool.
yeah, I thought do something fun. So I have outfits for most holidays and stuff like that. Like this, I also wear for the winter solstice, and it's just seed beads braided and one of my key charms, and then a bracelet to go with it. So it's a necklace and a bracelet set.
Beautiful.
This one went to a friend because she loved it and she wanted it to wear it for spring, and it's a necklace, bracelet, and earring set.
Oh,
Um,
wow, that's gorgeous.
yep, and this one I believe I sent it off to Squudge. Send it off to her, because she likes gothic things, and one of her favorite colors is black, besides purple. But yeah, this was all hand
Wow,
beaded and made as well. So
that's unbelievably beautiful.
yep,
Wow.
showing a little bit of the close up of the centerpiece and everything. So and then here's another thing that I started doing, and these are almost as small as the diamond painting drills.
Yes,
Yep, those are about
of
as big as
course.
that. So, yep, just another little thing I made and stuff like that. So, let's see here. Oh,
You make beautiful things. That's for sure, Ames.
oh, thank you. I think we just got one more round of stuff, and then that's the rest of my stuff. This is part of my book binding. I had a favorite T-shirt that I didn't want to get rid of. You know how your favorite T-shirts get holes and stuff like that. So what I did was cut
This
out.
is such a good idea.
Yep, so I just cut that out. I took an old scrapbook cover, I glued her down, and now I think that one's for my moon holidays because it has that cool little moon effect and the moon fairy. So that's just,
Right, right.
some of my book binding. Here's another one I did. And I took embroidery fabric, and the outside lining of the triquetra is all embroidered, but the inside, like this stuff here, the silver and the green, that's all painted and the purple's painted. I used to be very impatient when I used to do arts and crafts, and now I've learned to have patience. Eventually, I want to redo this and have it all handed, cross stitched and embroidered.
Well, it was beautiful, and I'm sure that you can make it even better if you're determined because you can do anything when you are.
Oh, thank you. Artful, I see the Redeem Hydrate. I have coffee and lemonade. So I'll take a sip of my coffee because why not? I need to be more hyper, right? I'm already bouncing off the walls. So, you know. All right,
It's okay.
just a
We
couple.
love hyper eats.
Yeah, I need to be hyper every once in a while, you know?
Yeah.
Yep, gets things done. People look like you are on crack, but you know what? It gets things done. It's like, it's not crack, it's coffee, it's caffeine. So,
I
and
wish coffee did that to me.
it never used to with me, but like lately it's starting to do it. So I need to cut back on my coffee intake.
Oh, gotcha.
And then these next last three pictures is just some more pictures of my seed beads. This one I made in honor and as an offering for Hecate. Her black and red are two of her sacred colors.
Oh, yes.
So,
Beautiful.
this one I made for an apartment manager. She was having a baby boy, so I made this as a gift for her. Now this is one of my gigantic ones. You can't see how many petals there are, but I think I counted, each petal because I know, roughly about how many beads go into each petal. And this one wound up with over 15,000 seed beads in it. So that,
Wow.
yeah, that's one of my gigantified, one of the biggest
Wow.
beaded flowers I have ever made. And then this one is just another little small one. It's something that a woman was getting married, and she asked me to make like a little lapel pin that was seed beaded because I had done a couple of long stem seed beaded roses for her bouquet. She wanted something that wasn't going to, like, regular roses, eventually decay or whatever. She wanted something that she could keep and hold on to and even pass down to her daughter. And she asked me to make one as a lapel for him, and I did. And that's how it turned out. This is one of the smaller ones I've made.
That's really sweet and wonderful idea.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, like I said, I try to have fun with what I do, and hi Lala, how are you? Um,
Hey, Lana.
yep. So I try to enjoy what I do because if you don't enjoy it, people can tell, and your work suffers. So, and I think that's why
True.
I also have so many different types of crafts that I like to do. Um, just so that I'll always have something that I enjoy doing. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. So, let's see. What else is there? Um, oh, goodness. We made our Halloween raid trade announcement. Again, I will be posting in Discord, and you guys can sign up. Just send us a message, and we'll be working on getting stuff around and ready for that. It'll probably
Yep.
be a 3-day event. Just
That's what
depending.
it's looking like. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Lala says nothing wrong with diversity. I agree. Nothing wrong with
Definitely.
diversity. Another announcement is because I'm still so busy with doctor's appointments and running around, Witchy Wednesdays will probably be put on hold until things calm down a little bit. I'll still do my weekend ones because, normally on the, Sundays, there, nobody comes in unless it's my shower nurse. So those, Sundays are normally my more laid back day. So,
Yeah. Makes sense.
yeah. And our
But
wonderful, wonderful Killer Kitty does stream. Let me get some shout outs going here.
oh, sure. I can do it too. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Ames.
You're welcome. And Lala streams. She does arts and crafts. And you do games too, right, Lala? I'm pretty sure she does some games too. I know she does resin and dice and stuff. So, yeah.
Make sure I
Actually,
give you a follow.
yeah. Lala and I have known each other for quite some time, and we kind of sort of lost track of one another, and we found each other again, and. Oh, she's about ready to do Subnautica.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we used to hang out in Subnautica streams, and we were sweet, innocent little girls, weren't we, Lala? We never behaved badly or flirted with anybody or anything like that. We were good girls.
Hmm. That sounds mighty suspicious, ladies.
Oh, goodness, yeah. Oh, nah. We're not bad people. We just like to joke around and have fun and do a little flirting. Nothing wrong with a little flirting as long as we're not, too naughty. We keep it
Yeah.
in within Twitch terms of services. I don't think we ever really overstepped that bound, so, you know.
Nah, you're fine.
Oh, yeah, the moist command. Yep. We used to make one poor streamer twitch whenever we said anything about moist. And he's just like,
That's funny.
he's like, you girls need to behave. And I'm like, well, we're just talking about moist chocolate chip cookies. you know? And he's like, uh-huh. Oh, let me snooze this ad. I have it set for every hour, and for some reason, they want to do it every half hour, so I've got to figure out my Twitch settings, but yeah. Oh, you bought the emote? Oh, that's cool. Yep, so, yeah.
Oh, Artful was asking, I guess Lala, if you were excited for Subnautica 2. Or maybe you too, Ames.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for it. There is the Subnautica Below Zero, but I think they did it more as almost a standalone game versus it's still part of the Subnautica world and mythos. But the Subnautica 2, I have seen the previews for, and it looks amazing. Yeah, Below Zero is an amazing game too, and it's very stunning visually, just like the
Oh,
first
I watched
Subnautica.
Artful play Subnautica, and I watched him play Sub-Zero, and yeah, it's definitely beautiful. Scary at times, but beautiful.
Yep, we're about to go into ads here in about 4 minutes, so just to give people a heads up, make sure you get up, stretch, get your drinks and food and medicate if you have to. Just a friendly, nice little reminder. We need
Yep.
we need to take care of ourselves. So self care is very sexy. So, yep. But yeah, so I think those are the.
That's funny, Lala.
There's a lovely clip of me screaming because of a hydrate redeemed during Subnautica. Oh no. Yeah, I don't think I
Oh
have
dear.
any embarrassing clips yet. Thank goodness. I've certainly stumbled over my words and made an idiot of myself, but nobody's ever clipped them. That they'll clip Luna, which is I'm so thankful for that. But oh yeah, Lala's like yeah, give it time, people. I'm going to be streaming more, so there's going to be chances.
Lala's like, now I have a mission.
Yep. Yep. So, my friend left their retainer. I had someone, they offered to help me with my laundry. They called me up to check in on me today. I had some rather upsetting things go on, and I kind of reached out to them and talked to them last night because I couldn't sleep. Um, Lost Lala says Lala is exhausted today and barely functional today. Yeah. But she left her, she's had a tooth removed, and she's one of those people that will grind her teeth if she's stressed. And she left her retainer
Yeah,
here.
I do
Thankfully,
that.
yeah. Thankfully, she lives in this building, so once I'm done streaming, I'm going to call her and be like, you forgot something, lady.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
So,
Don't want
yeah.
her to do damage.
Oh, no.
She doesn't know where a retainer is.
Right. And she already had to have one tooth removed because it had, like, not chipped, but almost fractured and didn't break all the way. And she just had that one removed, and she doesn't need more issues. That poor woman, she has been through so much pain. Um, so,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
yep.
I have broken quite a few teeth,
Oh, me too.
actually,
Me too. I almost said me
because
tooth.
I grind, because
Yeah.
I'm anxious.
Yep. See, my teeth never hardened, thanks genetics and dad. He was the same way. So if I were to bite down too hard on my teeth, they would shatter and crack.
Oh, I
So,
have soft teeth too, but I was
yeah.
told it was because of the ailers.
Oh, okay. Me, it's just something in my system. They never hardened, and you know, I mean, as klutzy as I am, you would think that I would have broken a bone before this, like a major bone. I've done toes and fingers and stuff, but nothing major. I actually have pretty strong bones considering, my health can be crap. But as far as my teeth were, they never hardened.
Very different.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, ads in 56 seconds. All right, people, grab a hold of your chairs and seats. No, that's all right. Um, Lala says it's common with Ellers, and then they think you have cavities when in
Exactly,
reality,
Lala. Yep.
it's just your enamel isn't as hard as most people. Yep.
Do you have it, Lala, or just very familiar with it? Or
Yep.
oh, okay. Well, a fellow zebra.
There you go. So we'll go to the be right back screen while the ads are in. That way you guys can get up and you're
Okay.
not missing
Yeah, we don't
anything.
want to miss anything.
Yep. So, like I said, if you need to go potty, do self care, take care of yourself, folks. Much love, and we will be back in a few minutes. Welcome back, people. We are back, and I have a guest co-host, Miss Killer Kitty. Want to thank everybody for joining us again today. It has been awesome. I really appreciate y'all. Um, yeah, we
Always enjoy talking with you.
all right
And
back
yeah,
at
it's
ya.
been
It's been fun. We got to chit chat. We got to joke around a little. You guys got to see some of my craziness. So typical
your
Sunday.
amazing skills, you mean, Missy.
Yeah, I do all right. I
You,
I'm not always happy with the outcome, and sometimes I am, but sometimes I'm, and we're all our
well,
own worst critic.
that's exactly it. I'm speaking from an outside perspective, and let me tell you, you are very talented, and the stuff you make is amazing.
Thank you. Like I said, I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, like I said, exciting things ahead. Let's see. Oh, we were going to talk about the upcoming holiday, the summer solstice that's coming up. Do any of you have any special traditions you do for the first day of summer, or anything you're planning on doing? Um, I do. Me, a lot of the holidays are meal centered. That's how I was brought up. You make a nice big meal, you share with your friends and family and those you love, and you share for with your ancestors to honor them. So that's my big part of my tradition. Do you guys do anything?
I haven't been as food centered because it's difficult for me with
Yeah,
food.
yeah.
Um, so I tend to do more of um just putting out candles, starting new,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
Spells that yeah,
Well, I do
depending
have.
on
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You do
No,
have.
go ahead and I would love to learn more and I why don't you tell us more about it?
Yeah, I have my trusty correspondences book. Let's see. It's not June 21st or June 20th. It's actually or 22nd. It's actually on the 20th today. Let me take my glasses off so that I can read. Um, the For Litha, the correspondences are for the solar system. It's the sun. For the season is summer. The element is fire. The colors are blue, gold, green, and red. Trees are beech, elder, holly, laurel, linden, and oak. From the herbs and garden are chamomile, heather, heliotrope, lavenders, St. John's wort, and vervain. Gemstones and minerals are diamond, emerald, jade, lapis lazuli, and tiger's eye. Wait, someone typed something. I eat my summer stress all season. I get the summer 15 plus. Okay, Urkel. Yep.
Oh
Um,
Lord.
yeah, I just did gemstones and minerals. Goddesses are, oh goodness, this is a new name for me. I'm probably going to butcher it. I'm sorry. Amaterasu and Phoebe. Gods are Apollo, Balder, the Dagda, the Green Man, Helios, Jupiter, Loki, Lu, Mithras, Ra, Surya, Thor, and Zeus. Magical beings are fairies. Animals are cattle and horse. Marine life is crab and octopus. Birds are goldfish, kingfisher, meadowlark, owl, robin, and wren. And issues and intentions to focus on are agriculture, changes, divination, endings, fertility, life, light, manifestation, power, purpose, strength, success, and unity. So there you go, the correspondences for the summer solstice. I have this thing out all the time. I'm surprised I don't need to re-bookbind it. I'm going to have to eventually get page protectors and just put it in one of those big binders.
Oh
Because
yeah, yeah.
I use it so much, and I've had it for I've had it, gosh, not quite 20 years, but when it first came out, is when I got it. So, however long it's been
Gotcha.
out is how long I've had it.
Yeah,
But
well,
yeah.
I am novice still, I would say. So I go to the page and I see all of the things that you just uh like listed out. And then I see what I have within my means and I kind of form something like take like using the gems that you mentioned that
Mm-hmm.
I have and using the herbs that you mentioned. So that's what I've been doing
Oh, awesome.
personally for for holidays. Like it's
Yeah.
going by that. But
Oh,
oh,
sorry, Stokey. I'm getting myself a snack. I got some fudge stripe cookies, so bear with me. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean that's all part of being, part of the path and learning. You take the things that you have and do with what you can. You don't have to go out and spend $1 million on all this fancy stuff. Use what you have, or you can even come up with new traditions and new things. You don't have to um, go just because this book of correspondences says this is it and that's law. Well, no, it's what feels right to you.
right. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to go by.
Yeah.
But you've helped me so
Aw,
much with understanding that and other things.
I'm
I
glad.
mean,
I
yeah,
try to
you're
help people.
definitely
You know, and I have no problem. I am an open book. If you have questions or you want to learn something, and I know about it and I feel confident enough to teach about it, then I have no problem sharing what I know.
I know that. And you have lots of really great knowledge to give. So it's
Thank you.
if anybody has any questions that has to do with this, definitely ask Ames.
Thank you. I grew up like it's almost like a family tradition. There have been a
Well, yeah,
line
exactly.
of pagans all the way back as far as we could trace, and I think we traced back almost all the way into the 1200s. So that's not too shabby. That's because not everything was recorded.
Not too shabby. That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, also the literacy, rates as further back you go, and the recording rates the further back you go get shoddier and shoddier. And you know,
Right.
but we had a very, let's just say they're more OCD than me about research, and that's saying a lot. You know,
Gotcha.
they worked hard for well over 3 decades, I think it was, tracing and actually traveling to all of these little towns and villages and looking at the registrars and the census and all the stuff and following. I mean, she had letters and stuff that she would follow and go to these places and take pictures, and there were castles
Wow.
and all that stuff. And I think she made the mistake of letting my grandmother have it, and it was never seen again.
Uh,
But
of course.
yeah, I mean, just the word of mouth and the notes that she had, going over with everybody and, learning about all this different stuff. It was just so fascinating. And some of the people we were related to, I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. And, we helped where we could because mom loved, research and ancestry too. So, it was just, it was fun. It was a fun project. It's something I might eventually endeavor. I'm not going to be able to travel to all the places, but I don't have a problem doing some of the, redoing some of the footwork and trying to, get records or copies of records and stuff like that. Because you know what? The power of the internet, you can write somebody. You
Well,
know.
that's the thing. Now with the internet, it's so much easier.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Get information like that. I have a relative who recently did that for our family
Hmm.
on my mom's side, and it was very interesting. Some things that we thought were true weren't true, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was really neat. I was glad that she did that,
We did find
um,
out because we.
because it was definitely a lot of work.
Oh yeah. One of the things, and I don't know whether to be proud of this or not. Who was it? Queen Mary of Scots that Queen Elizabeth had beheaded.
Yes.
We were
Mhm.
related to her.
Oh,
I think it was like a
okay.
cousin or something of the family or something. But we were related to her. I'm like, yay! I had
The
somebody
one
that
who
was
got
beheaded.
beheaded?
Yeah, the
Oh,
one.
okay. Yeah. Scots, got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Queen is the Queen of Scots. She got beheaded for
It's cool.
trying to overthrow Queen Elizabeth, and
I
yeah,
mean, she had gumption.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I don't know whether to be proud of that or what, but hey, you know, she had conviction and she had beliefs, and unfortunately, it did not align with the other queen, and the other queen had bigger, badder armies and bigger, better people behind her, and well, she lost.
Well, yeah. But I mean,
Stokey said she stood
I
up
don't
for
know if
being
that's
Catholic. Yeah, I knew it was something along those lines. So sorry, my sugar was getting low, so I had to. I munched on
no
some
worries. Yeah.
chocolate fudge
We
cookies.
don't want you starting to feel lightheaded.
Yeah, I'll be
Um,
okay.
Stood up for being Catholic. Okay.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Stokey says, so many families have skeletons in the closet. Isn't that true? And
Oh, that's for sure. Stokey. Oh, yeah.
Dumpster Fire Gaming says, chocolate fudge. Heck yeah. Fudge stripe cookies, those are one of my weaknesses. In Scuba's chat, people also learned that Cinnabons are another weakness of mine, as well as bacon. So, yep. See where this is all,
Hmm.
how it's all, it's all about food. So your ancestor gave the ultimate head. I say that's a win. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
And
oh, Art.
Dumpster Fires Gaming says those little Keebler elves are diabolical. Oh my gosh, yeah. They are
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be my downfall. But you know what? It's such a tasty, wonderful downfall. That's fine.
They always make me happy because it was something my dad was addicted to,
Mm-hmm.
those cookies.
Yep, my dad
And
too.
okay, so you get it. So, like, it's like,
Mmm.
we're going back to to memories with them.
I'm sorry, folks. My brain has been in Derp Island. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, whether they're two-legged, four-legged, fur, fish, fin, whatever. Happy Father's Day.
Yes, yes. Happy Father's Day.
Yep. My brain just totally blurped that, you know, because, I don't have dad around, and
I know, me too. Same.
Snooky Weir says, here, here. Yep. And some mothers step in for being fathers, so to the mothers who are also mom and dad, happy Father's Day to you too. So,
Yeah, damn right.
yep. Just like there's some fathers out there that has to be mom and dad.
Yep. Oh
So,
yeah, it goes both ways for sure.
yep, double duty. But, oh my gosh, it's quiet. Luna, where are you and what are you doing?
I had a mom who had to do everything, so
Yeah. My dad and I didn't have a great relationship while I was growing up. We didn't actually have hardly any of a relationship until after my mom passed. And it kind of came out that mom was playing us against each other. She told dad I hated him, and she told me he hated me. And, sat him down to dinner and was like, look, I know you never needed me and never wanted me. Don't feel like you have to stay in New York to be here for me. And dad's like, wait, what? So I told him what mom had always told me. And he's like, no, but this is what mom always told me. And I'm like, no. And ever since that day, we bonded and became more like father and daughter, and I had some very wonderful memories now.
I'm really glad that you got those memories.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
Me too.
yeah.
I learned so much about him. Like, I didn't know he was in like an actual band, like not a school band, but he played guitar
Oh,
and
that's cool.
sang. Um,
That's awesome.
I'm like, so that's where I get my musical talent from? He's like, yeah. Now, mind you, I can't sing anymore. Ever since they intubated me, um, my voice changed, so I sound like, a Bigfoot in heat at best when I sing. But I still enjoy it. I won't ever torture anybody.
I feel like it's probably not quite that bad, but okay.
Yeah, well, our own worst critics and all that. But yeah, but yeah,
My dad was more like, uh, it wasn't really a dad-daughter relationship as much as like it felt like equals,
mm-hmm.
which is not the healthiest thing, but
Yeah,
I lived.
yeah.
Like, 'cause he just,
I,
and
I
but like, and we didn't get along when I was a kid as much, um, because he would get frustrated and yell, and then I would just like shut down and
yeah,
cry.
yeah.
And
Isn't
then one day I like yelled back at him and told him that he was being an ass,
uh,
and he sat back and he was like, "Thank you."
wow.
Like for and he was like, "Can you just like keep reminding me when I'm being an ass?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Yeah, I guess." And so after that, like our relationship got significantly better. I know that's the weirdest way
Mm-hmm.
for it to have gone that way, but yeah.
Yeah.
So then like from teenage on, we had a much better relationship.
Isn't that weird that
Like
how that
he,
can kind of happen though? Like, you know, you growing up as a kid, things don't always like are always the greatest, but as you get older, it's kind of like they respect you more as a human too. And
true.
I mean, Dad was like, I was always proud of you. He goes, I just didn't know how to tell you because your mom told me that you hated me. And I'm like, Dad, I've never hated you. I've only ever wanted you to like love me and include me with stuff that you did.
Of course. Yeah.
But my brother, was the only son he had, and he was focused on my brother and trying to teach my brother manly things, which my brother was never interested in. Yet here's his daughter, the tomboy, like, yeah, I want to get greasy. Teach me how to fix the truck. And Dad's like, that's a boy thing. I'm like, uh huh. So I self-taught myself.
Yeah.
And then he was like,
Luckily,
well, go ahead.
that's not something that my dad did.
Yeah. Well,
There was no boy girl things.
my dad was raised very old school, and he was also, older. He was older than my mom by about 9 years. So he kind of was raised in that
Mm,
era
right.
of boy versus girl. This is not a girl thing. This is not a boy, this is not a boy thing. Da 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 da. And it was funny because when I lived down in South Carolina, I was the one that helped him fix his tractor. I'd be sitting down on the ground
Right.
with him, all greased up, and like oil smears on my face, and he's like, "Hand me the such and such," and I'm like, "Here you go." And he's like, "You want to get under here and do this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I'm younger and more limber." And he just looks at me, and I'm like, "I know how to do it, Dad. Just tell me, point to where you need me to work on, and I'll work on it." He's like, "All right." So then we went down to like the tractor supply shop to pick up stuff, and he's talking like my dad could talk to anybody for hours, and he's talking to just like these random people, like, my daughter's helping me fix my tractor, it's so cool. And I'm just looking at him like,
Oh.
Dad, it's okay. Girls know how to fix things too. It's not a novel thing. It's not something that's happened out of the blue. It's nothing I'm special about. Girls know how to fix things too. They have girl mechanics, I promise you. Stokey says,
He was
ladies.
proud, so.
Yeah. Stokey says, ladies, I'm going to have to run watching a race that starts in 1 hour. No problem, Stokey.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Enjoy the race.
Enjoy it.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you for being here, Stokey. Always nice talking to you. And yeah, I really hope you have fun today.
Yeah. We're probably going to be wrapping up here in a little bit. I'm a little bit sore. I did laundry
Yeah,
before stream today because, like I said, a lady came by and offered to help, and I'm a little sore from that. So I still got to
no
put it.
worries
I
at
still got to
all.
fold it and put it away. It may be sitting in the bin for a day or two, but that's all right. Yep.
That's okay. Take it one step at a time.
Yep. So I have my shower nurses coming tomorrow, and it's so sad because I get excited over a shower nurse. It's like,
I get it.
yeah. I
I
figure you
know.
would. I figure you would. So it's like when you go from being fully capable and being able to take a shower whenever you want to, you have to wait for somebody to come to help you so you're
Yep,
safe and you don't fall. And that just so happens it's only once a week. Now I do shower, do the sink baths. I don't wait a
right.
whole week to wash people, so I promise you I'm not funky. But just being in the shower is totally different than a shower bath. I feel way cleaner in a shower. I say shower
Oh,
bath,
yeah.
sink bath. So,
Oh, totally different. I know.
yeah,
Oh, trust me, I can relate very much.
yeah, I know you can. So, I just want to say I
Yeah.
appreciate everybody for joining us today. Hi, Kaiser. Welcome on in. Thank you for joining us. How are you? We're actually about to wrap up here, but don't worry, the VOD's going to be up, and I'm also going to be posting this to YouTube so you guys can watch. That's the plan. It's something I've always done, so I'm going to keep on doing it. Sundays are going to be a staple. If you guys do arts and crafts, it doesn't matter whether you stream or not. If you would like to be part of the Sunday showcase, please feel free to let me know. We do have a future person coming up. I'll announce that. Somebody on the 29th is going to be showcased. I have an opening on the 22nd. Cool beans. I was just gluing up a picture frame learning attempt. Oh, cool. You'll have to post pictures of it.
Yeah, put that in Discord for sure.
Yeah, and if you're not in Discord, get a hold of me or one of my mods, and we will get you a link to get into the Discord. And yeah.
Or me. Mm,
Yep.
but yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really super excited. There are some people I have asked. We just haven't scheduled a weekend for them yet. There's a lot of people that are actually interested and excited to do the showcase. The showcase, will showcase your artwork. If you have a business, it'll showcase your business. We'll post links for your business and stuff like that. It's my way of giving back to the community and saying thank you for being as awesome that you are, and also supporting, fellow crafters and makers and business people. The makers and crafters community is an amazing community that I will always be eternally grateful for. And yeah, you have some of the bad apples, but you know what? Overall, it's a very amazing and loving community, and I just,
Absolutely so.
yeah,
Hmm.
I want to get back some of the love.
Yeah, that's very sweet of you.
Yeah, I did myself this weekend. I feel a little guilty about it, but I didn't have a chance to get somebody signed up for this weekend. But the 22nd is open. All of July is open. Waiting to be scheduled in. I'm going to talk to some of the people that I had spoke to before to see which Sundays they would like and stuff like that, and then we'll get them the permissions in Discord so they can post in the showcase, Sunday showcase channel in our Discord. So yeah, like I said, whether you stream or not, you're welcome on in. As you make something or you craft something or you're an artist or whatever. Even musicians. If you play music or make whatever you want to be showcased, we can showcase you. Be more than happy
Mm,
to do so. Or if you're a Minecraft, that's crafty too. You're building in that. I know
Yeah, anything art, anything that's art,
I know this one
right?
lady, anything. I know a lady who does she's in Valheim, and she is a stunning, like, she does crazy stuff. Crazy builds in Valheim. Like, I'm sitting here like, how do you do that? Just sitting in
Yeah.
awe. So I was thinking about asking her if she'd like to be showcased. One
Oh
second.
yeah, why not? I mean, that's amazing. Yeah. I love seeing people's builds.
Sorry about that, folks. I had a cough.
No, you're totally fine.
But
Did
yeah.
you get water? Are you okay?
Yep, I muted my mic as quick as I could. I'm sorry you got some of the coughs in your ear. But
No,
yeah,
no,
I
no,
took a
you're
couple
fine.
sips of
It wasn't loud.
yeah, I took a couple sips of coffee, and I should be okay. I'm not used to talking this much. I'm a hermit. You guys know me. I talk with my hands. I type, you know, or I talk to the
Yeah, that's
cat.
true.
But talking for like a whole hour, because I can't believe we've been on an hour. Talking for
You wouldn't believe how much water I go through just in my 2 hours stream.
oh, I know. I've got my lemonade. I've got my coffee. I've got this older water. The girl from Signs. They're like, you have water everywhere. What's wrong with it? It's old. I'm that girl. I am that girl. But I don't have glasses everywhere. I just rinse out my cup that I used and put in new fresh water. But I related. Uh, I have water and juice at the ready. Kaiser
Oh yeah.
says, but
Water
yeah,
at the ready is
yeah.
my mom beat that into me because my mom's a nurse
Mm.
and then so she already like from toddlerhood made sure I was a water drinker.
Oh yeah.
I had juice and stuff too, but like majorly like water.
Yeah.
And then an incident happened in camp where they had us in the middle of the football field just running around. I don't even remember what we were doing. Not playing football. We were too little. But anyway. Um and then I got like really sick and like nauseated and horrible headache and all
Oh
this.
no.
So they called my mom and and so like they tell her what's wrong with me and she was like, what was she doing? And they tell her and she's like, has she had any water? And they're like, no. And she's like, give her water and then tell me how she is in a half an hour. And she was so angry because you don't call a nurse on duty.
Right.
Like, and she was very clear about that. Like, unless it's an emergency, obviously. I
Yeah.
mean, she would come get me, like, But, and then, like, I drank. I was totally fine after I drank.
Mm-hmm.
And they called back and said, oh, never mind. And she was like, she flipped out. She just, like,
Oh.
I don't even remember what she said, but I know she flipped out.
Oh, I bet.
So I
Some
was
people
sent to
don't.
camp with a water bottle that had like a belt on it or like a strap,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to have it strapped to me all summer.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh no, just reminded me of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Kaiser,
Water is like
water is
a
critical.
traumatic thing in my mind.
Oh. Yeah. Kaiser
Well,
was.
not traumatic, but you know,
Uh, Kaiser said
I
water is
had them.
critical. Yep, I agree, Kaiser, and that he's a hand talker as well. Yeah, that's what I call it. I don't call it typing. I call it hand talking. You know. So it's kind of what you're doing.
So,
So I was just taking a look to see a possible raid target. Does anyone have excuse me, any suggestions? We do have a couple of options. We want to go with arts and crafts people.
Sure, it's up to you.
All right. Well, we've got someone doing jigsaws, vintage soak, jackalope Sunday, Monopoly stitching. Someone else doing a diamond painting. The Fog and the Fae and the Audacity of these. Stitchcraft with Howl. They're co-streaming too. Someone is doing art. Uh, Create with Candace we have. Designed by Joe. Pride Pendant Part 3, Goldsmithing. Uh, does anyone have any suggestions or thoughts or
Mm,
ideas?
I don't, I don't really mind any of them sound fine.
I was thinking another cat lady because I don't think I've ever rated her, and she is usually a very chill, cool streamer. She is across the
I
pond,
know
so
her.
yep, she has a bit of an accent. Is she German? I don't remember. I don't
Um,
want to say the wrong.
I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Let me see which raid call we can use. I almost righted. I almost wrote tied. Let's see, what's that one do? I think that one will work.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
if you guys would copy our raid message, I gotta do the more personalized for those who are subbed versus the followers. That's something that's my to-do list. I promise I'll work on it soon, guys. But yeah, she's an awesome streamer, very friendly, very cool, very chill and laid back, um, very cheerful and kind. Let me shout her out so just in case you guys. Is she not on? Oh, she's not in my chat. That's why I wasn't doing it. Let me make sure I have that right.
Oh yeah, I know it's a pain.
Okay.
You get so used to it just popping up if
Yep.
they're in chat.
So there's another cat lady's channel. Thank you guys, everything, everyone for hanging out, being there, being supportive. Thank you, Kitty, for being my co-host today. I appreciate you so much.
Oh, my
Um,
pleasure. Thank you for having me.
oh, no problem. And make sure you're all are doing the self care. You're eating, drinking, taking your medication, you're resting, you're doing what your doctor tells you to. I'm sweet and innocent. Yeah, so we're gonna read another cat lady. um, keep your hands and feet in the ride. Any craft supplies left behind will be divvied up between Kitty and I. So just make sure you pick up after yourself. And guys, thank you so much. You're appreciated, you're loved, and until next time, you guys take care of yourselves.